Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Sean back at it again with another deck profile, and today we have one of the most underrated decks of the format, and I think a lot of people are overlooking this deck. This is Malice, but I included the Mitsurugi cards in there. I think the Mitsurugi card solves one of the big problems with Malice right now, which is the improvement in the ability to go second, because Malice struggles to go second sometime into boards, and with the Mitsurugi card it allows Malice to be able to push into boards a lot easier. Also, with the loss of Splash Mage, the only realistic way that this deck can lock you into Cybers is with Wizard. So if we can avoid using the Wizard before we use the Mitsurugi engine, and there's a lot of ways that for you to access the Mitsurugi engine in here, especially with Chessy Cat and being able to draw a lot of cards in this deck, you will be able to consistently get to the Mitsurugi card. So I'll show you the deck profile, and I'll explain the choices I make for this deck. Monsters, the one door mouse, because we are only allowed to play one of her. I think she is by far the best one, and she deserves to get nerfed, but I think one's completely fine. Two white rabbit, because we only allowed to play two. Here I decided to go for two Chessy and two Marsh Hare. The reason why I don't max on these out is because we have the Mitsurugi cards, and these cards are the only ones that doesn't do anything by itself. So that's why we don't want to. Draw too much of them. But 2 and 2 is completely fine, because you can access them pretty easy off of the other engines as well. You'll get them into rotation pretty quickly. Double underground, the one gold sark for extension, and then the 3 quote-unquote Malice bricks. So mirror is cuttable. If you want to cut mirror, it's fine, but I found that going second, mirror plus a Malice name is really good to be able to help break boards into your opponent. So I would still recommend to play the mirror, but mirror is cuttable. Right now, with the lack of Dormouse, I think you need to play the GWC. There are combos where you don't need the GWC, but I realized that setting up both the GWC and MTP allows you to combo much easier, and makes the thought process in the combo much less straining. Also, it's a very easy side out going second. Like, this can be side out going second. You can side certain cards out going second, make like the siding patterns very easy. You just only have to play the MTP in the main for going second. I don't play the terraforming, because the terraforming plays into draw, and since Mitsuri is running around rampant, you put Mitsuri in everything, so you don't play the terraforming. Also, underground is by far the worst starter, so you don't want to. You want to use the underground as an extender instead of a starter. So also the GWC helps if you start with the underground, which is necessary. And then the honorary Malice name, I play double backup and one wizard. I tried one backup and one wizard. I also tried one singular backup, but I think that I need to have these, because you want to have enough extenders in the deck where the Malice cards, you can access the Malice cards consistently, especially with backup. So when you, let's say if you zombie vampire, send the backup as like your only option, you summon the backup effect, dump Dormouse. You want to have enough backup in the deck, along with Malice name, to be able to get the consistency out the zombie vampire. And the wizard is just another search target off of backup. It's another extender. double allure. Last of the extender is the double allure. We play a lot of darks in this deck, also Mitsurugi, so allure banishing the extra Haba is really sweet. Speaking of Mitsurugi, we basically played the similar to Yummy Mitsurugi. We basically played the Mitsurugi package like it is, with the 9 starters. With this one, you hope to God you don't draw Mirror, because if you draw Mirror, this is a miserable experience for that card. And then the 4 bricks. Now, Saji, now let's talk about Saji. Hard drawing Saji feels horrible. However, you can alleviate this by, let's say if you draw Saji backup, you can normal summon Saji, search whatever you need in the future combo, and then you can make this is 1,000, so you can link it into Angmaraj, and then you can special summon backup. So that's another way that you can alleviate around Saji. But hard drawing Saji is by far the worst brick. A combination of these 3 is completely fine, or maybe a combination of these 4 is probably fine, except for maybe Saji Mirror is probably the worst one. Unplayable, but yeah. That's it for the Mitsurugi engine. And last but not least, I play 12 non-engines. We play triple Fuwa, the triple Ash. The Ash is only here for the Fuwa. I would have dropped the Ash if I can, but Fuwa is running around. And this deck has a problem with Fuwa. A little bit of a problem with Fuwa, so I think having the Ash to help get rid of the Fuwa is really necessary. 3 Bestial, non-engine, but also extender at the same time. This is the 3rd, 4th, and 5th copy of March Hare that they can search itself through Magnum Hut, which is really sick. They're basically hand trap. And last is the 3 Impulse. This is the reason why we played the Mitsurugi engine in here, because the Mitsurugi cards can play this. The Malice card can also play this. This is basically all dark, so this card becomes a god card. So 43 in the main. I want to play a higher count. You can cut the hand trap count down to play 40, but I think you have to play 43 to avoid drawing the bricks that is in the deck, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think that's a necessary sacrifice to make. Extra deck, pretty similar to a Malice extra deck, because since you play the Mitsurugi card, don't rely on the extra deck. You can, other than one card, you can simply just build the extra deck like a Malice extra deck. So we play double Ingaribo, the 1 Almiraj, the 1 Link Spider. Cuttable, by the way. You can play Link Disciple here in this slot instead of Link Spider. Cyber's Wicked, 1 Little Knight. The Little Knight, remember the line was Saji and backup. So with backup, you can dump the Dormouse, and you just link the Almiraj and backup into SP target Dormouse, and that's full combo. The Dark is really good this format against Mitsurugi specifically, because you can just take their fucking Murokumo. 1 Lizardos for the combo. Since we don't have Splash Mage anymore, now Lizardos is necessary to be able to keep comboing. 1 of the Link 3, no need to explain. We played the 1 access code for OTK, 1 firewall, 1 ally code as a part of the end board, and the zombie vampire just to mill off of the Mitsurugi cards. Pretty straightforward extra deck, nothing really to explain. Zombie vampire, you just need to hit one of the Malice names, and you are able to absolutely full combo to the sun. Side deck, 3 draw. I like the draw in the side deck now because of the amount of draw decks that die to draw that's rising up. Now, speaking of which, this is the god card of the side deck. Thrust is insane in this format. I don't think I can play any deck that doesn't have Thrust on the sideboard. This card literally search out Broken Floodgates, the broken floodgates in question. Being able to get to D barrier is absolutely disgusting. This card should have been banned 90 years ago. This deck doesn't get affected by D barrier, which is even better, because the reason why I picked this deck is because the Malice card don't play into D barrier. So if my opponent D barrier is basically useless. One called by, one talent. You side this in going first. For Fua, you should side these in, and you find slot for Thrust to be able to side in. Again, side out Fua, pretty easy. That's the going first package. Go for going second. Last but not least, we have the 3 Dark Ruler and the LS Feather Duster. Pretty straightforward. Dark Ruler definitely outperformed this format. A lot of decks was up like unbreakable boards. You just Dark Ruler them, you win the game. And then you have the favorite back row removal of the format. So that's it. Pretty cookie cutter. I really like this deck because of the first off is because of impulse, and second is the dynamic play potential going first. It's almost like a pseudo FTK deck. If you resolve your combo, you basically FTK your opponents with 10-11 disruptions with the Mitsurugi card, Malice cards, and without having to play FTK cards, because the nature of the deck is FTK by itself. The ceiling has not changed, and Mitsurugi cards are broken, and you can put it in Malice cards and just win. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you the next time. Peace.